Welcome to the SAMR model, Moving Education Forward, created by Brittany Slusarczyk-Smats. The purpose of today's training, along with all the training this year, is to establish a framework for the integration of technology in our classrooms that will allow us to create the most powerful educational experiences for our students. The SAMR model consists of 4 levels divided into 2 parts. The 2 levels in the enhancement part are substitution and augmentation. The 2 levels in the transformation part are modification and redefinition. The S in SAMR is for substitution. This is a direct tool substitute with no functional change. This is an enhancement because it may improve a task even though it does not change the function of the task. For example, in the past, students may have handwritten papers. If you use tech at this level, you may require them to type papers out and print them. This is considered substitution because you're using computers instead of paper, but you're not functionally changing the assignment. You're still asking students to do the same things. The next level is augmentation. Here, tech acts as a direct tool substitute with some functional improvement. So returning to our example, in the past, you may have had students print their work and then edit it by hand. We all have our red pens. Now, using technology, you might have them use spell check and word processing tools on the computer. This is a functional improvement and it saves red ink, but it does not fundamentally change the required tasks that we're asking of our students. The next 2 levels are considered transformative because they begin to use technology to create new tasks. We're striving to use our Chromebooks and our building tech to get to these levels. The first step in transformative integration is modification. Here, technology allows for significant redesigns of tasks. So returning to our example, here, we might use Google Docs to allow teachers and other students to critique, edit, and provide feedback, changing our tasks and our expectations. The final level is redefinition, where we can create new tasks that were previously unconceivable. Returning to our example, at this level, students can gather information through virtual global field trips or by video conferencing with experts. They can share their findings on YouTube or on a blog. The redefinition stage is where we start breaking out of our preconceived notions of education and we begin envisioning a world of possibilities. All right, so to review, the SAMR model provides a framework to help us understand how we're using tech in our classrooms, our units, and our lessons. It's comprised of 4 levels: substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. These levels are broken into 2 parts: enhancement and transformation. In order to use tech most powerfully, we're looking to move away from the enhancement levels and move towards the transformation levels of redefinition and modification. All right, so in order to make the most of this year's PD, you do have a little homework. The first thing I'm going to ask of you is that you bring artifacts. I'm talking lessons, websites, handouts, anything you have for either a unit or multiple units that you'll be teaching this year. 2, try to identify or assess the SAMR level that your lessons demonstrate. Now don't worry guys, this is a safe place. No one's here to judge you. We're all at different levels and we understand that every unit and every lesson is different. So while this may be an S, your next unit might be an R. Bring the one that you need the most help with. And finally, dream big. Think about what you wish you could do. Think about what you want. Think about your biggest ideas. Bring them. And we're going to try to put all of our minds together to make those things happen over the next few PD days. Thank you all so much for your time and your attention, and I'm really looking forward to getting all of this moving as we continue our PD this year.